All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're jumping into it. Game number 1 between these two players. Spawning up here at the top left-hand corner of the map, we have from On Fire, but currently teamless. Give it up for the yellow Protoss, Neeb.
And on the other side, also representing On Fire, but is part of Team Acer, it is Scarlett.
Both of these two, they love to joke around. But all right, Central Protocol Tempo. Can you explain to me why you feel like Central Protocol? Because I know I feel Central Protocol is weird.
No. So something is weird. I know that Scarlett, for some reason, or at least maybe like a month and a half-ish ago, maybe 2 months ago, said that she like, what was it actually? Home Story Cup? I can't remember, but she said she doesn't like this map. And this is before they removed the rocks and whatnot. But I feel like every Protoss is like, I freaking hate this map because I can't take a third.
Yeah, taking a third is so hard. The destructible backdoor rocks were also a really big deal for, I think, a lot of Protoss players. Scarlett, please no one base.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing is, it comes down to it. Oh, whoa, Scarlett taking the gold.
Okay.
She knows that it's not going to be horizontal spawns. So does this?
She already scouted it with the Overlord, right? Well, the thing is, it's only 3 players. Remember, you can't spawn vertically anymore.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, she knows it's cross spawn. I find it really interesting that she's going for this gold expansion then, because I feel like the units for Neeb are just gonna naturally walk across the map, and they're gonna walk really, really close to that expansion. There's a chance
if they hit the watchtower, right? That would be.
Yeah.
What I think why I like this from Scarlett is because she's really good at creep spread too, right? So if she begins creep spread at the gold, she'll be able to connect her bases and then also start to spread the creep even further forward. So as long as she can defend it and use the gold expansion in order to make an army, of course, that can deal with whatever pressure it is that Neeb is going to be hitting her with, then I think it's okay.
Well, I do agree with you to an extent. But still, I feel like this is Zerg versus Protoss. It's not Zerg versus Terran. Creep spread is good. Okay, wait. I was going to say, because in Zerg versus Terran, you're oftentimes getting the banelings and everything. Look at a baneling that's coming down. And canceled. Oh, I think she's canceling just because of the Adept. I think she might even... Yep, she's going to rebuild it. Oh my god. Scarlett.
Is that good or bad, though?
This Adept is following the drones. He's found the gold.
What? So this is
Jake.
What? Yeah.
No regret.
That's pretty funny. No regret. No regret.
Is this no regret?
Well, the fact that she did decide to cancel it, it makes it look to Neeb that, or it looks to Neeb that it's not gonna happen. Like, oh, you found me out. I'm not gonna do it. But I think he still should think.
Well,
I don't even look for an Evo chamber to go down.
I don't think Neeb even saw the baneling nest at all. I'm not sure, but yeah, Neeb talking about no regret. For those of you who are tuning in and like aren't familiar with the North American scene or who No Regret is probably like the most awesome, aggressive, cheesy Zerg player that exists in North America, and probably even a lot of other locations. In fact, I think he was calling himself a mini life without the match fixing. Baneling's gonna be blowing on up, destroying that pylon almost immediately, and actually supply blocking Neeb. Oh, surprise. He's supply blocked.
He is, and a lot of those boobs are gonna
Scarlett's saying, hey, let me unsupply block you, friend.
It's gonna help. I think this is gonna be a forfeit natural base, and Neeb has lost a lot of workers, but he is still up by 12.
Oh, wait, Scarlett, finish the pylon. That's 1 or 2/3 of the production right now for Neeb. Not that I guess it matters right now. GG gets called.
GG. Holy moly. What?
Scarlett. Proven to everyone she's not match fixing.
I know. She bet on herself in order to
maybe
use another account. I mean, she bet against herself, to make it seem like, oh wow, Scarlett's probably gonna lose this one, right? But she made another account that she's like hoarding Partoofs on.
Yeah, man, she's like, look, guys, even I know that Neeb is gonna win this. And then she has this alt account that's gonna be like the only person who bet on Scarlett, because everyone's just like,
yep.
Well, I mean,
she killed all of the kind of confidence of the chat.
Oh my god.
Influenced their betting pattern and then reaped the benefits of it all.
Neeb is going crazy. No, Neeb is going crazy in the chat. He's like, "Oh, you weren't rich, you liar! You only had freaking 20 drones made that game." Oh god,
that's too funny.
That's fantastic. But I mean, those are like the mind games that Scarlett, as a tried and true champion, is very experienced at going with.
I think it's so cool. It is so cool.
I also am legitimately wondering if she picked up like one of those builds from No Regrets.
From Jake? Yeah, I bet. I wouldn't be surprised.
It definitely seems very possible in my mind. All right, second map is going to be Laralac Crest. We're just going on to maps that I think most people consider Zerg favored maps. In a best of, this is a best of 3.
A best of 3. If it was like a best of 7, yeah, okay, but I don't get it, man. I don't even know what the map 3 is either.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Scarlett knows what map 3 is, because she was the one asking me, what is map 2? I don't
even know what
map
map 2 is.
I'm actually gonna scroll up and see if I can find what the vetoes were. I think that the vetoes may have happened, like, just between them or something. Because I don't see it anywhere.
Okay.
Any further up, and I feel like I'm going into Coma versus Scarlett. But I want to remind you guys, this is the, I guess, semifinals in a sense, you could call it that. Not in the sense that there are 4 players like there would be for normal semifinals. But this match is going to be the match before the finals, the qualifying match. The winner of this is going to go on to face off versus State. And Tempo, if you were State, and you were expecting that Scarlett was going to win this, what would you even think after that first game? Just like, don't pick Central Protocol?
Don't pick Central Protocol. And I wonder what Neeb had on his mind as far as what he wanted to do. He looked like he was going for an Adept all-in because he got the Resonating Glaives. So maybe he was going to try to just be like, you know what, F it, 2 base all-in, let's go. But there was double Stargate with it. Did you see that?
Yeah, I didn't happen to catch the back end of that, but...
So it was double Stargate that was finishing around the time where he called GG, and he had Resonating Glaives finishing as well, but couldn't warp in Adepts because, you know, Lings and Banes and things like that.
Yeah. It was a bit of crazy history. I also kind of wonder, I don't know if it would have made a huge difference, but taking out the pylon that was doing the wall-in ended up supply blocking Neeb. And even though he was unsupply blocked shortly thereafter with all the probes being killed off and everything, at the same time, I kind of wonder, like, if there, for example, wasn't a supply block right there and Neeb had been able to warp in, I don't know, like a sentry or something, would that have been what he needed to hold, like, his main base?
I wonder.
Well, we're going to have to...
Hey, I saw that victory screen. Is that...
Dude, that's like, oh my god, I'm gonna tell you about that later, man. I'm so excited about that. We're hopping in a Laralac Crest, though. See you guys there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for game number 2. As we spawn up here in the top left-hand corner of the map. Top of a literal god, the yellow Protoss player, currently down 0-1. Give it up for On Fire's Neeb.
And his opponent in the bottom left corner, spawning vertically. Give it up for Acer's Scarlett.
Oh boy, Neeb saying that he's just feeling tired, and he's actually closer to the East Coast, correct?
I actually do not know where Neeb is from.
I think he's either East Coast or like Midwest or somewhere in that area. Oh man, hold on, I'm gonna double check something as I tab out of the game.
Alrighty. Well, we have a 3 hatch before pool out of Scarlett, by the way. And then a gateway nexus here by Neeb.
Hey, Tempo. What is AM?
Yes.
What state is AM?
I don't think America.
America.
AM or A. The only A I think is Arizona.
I don't know, man.
There's no AM. There is no AM. I don't think. And if somebody says it, and why didn't I think of that? I'm gonna feel really stupid.
Yeah, man. Thrown down the pylon a couple times. But yeah, I was just wondering because that's the state that is listed on his at least Skype profile. So, but anyways, the point is, I know Scarlett is at least on the East Coast right now, so it is getting pretty late. That is something you guys have to remember. It is almost 11 p.m. for West Coast, but it is almost 2 a.m. for East Coast. It has been a very, very long day. Wait a second. Yeah, that's actually pretty crazy considering they started at 7 p.m. for East Coast. This has been a very long day.
It has been indeed. Even for us, I actually was casting
I
right
don't feel
before.
like it's been that long.
It doesn't feel bad. I know that my stomach is feeling a little differently about it because it does want to get some food, but other than that, like, I'm not tired or anything like that, but I'm sure playing is a lot more draining than casting.
I want to note, because it got brought up in the chat, that Neeb skipped that Mothership Core last game, being that greedy boy, and he was going for the Stargate that you were mentioning last time also, and he's doing it again. He's skipping that Mothership Core.
Well,
and
he said
it was because he was tired. I don't know if I'm believing that.
But the Stargate opener is usually one that does skip the Mothership Core, isn't it? In general?
Exactly. I think he might have said that as kind of a mind game of
I think so,
don't reveal what he was doing, but he is finally getting that Mothership Core. Like, you get the Mothership Core later. It's not that you completely skip foregoing a Mothership Core for the entire game. So maybe that's what he was meant. Zergling's still going to be able to chase down this Adept, though.
There's going to be a lot of Zerglings, by the way, Fear Dragon. Does look like Scarlett going to take advantage of the map here. And there is 2 pylons here. There are 2 pylons, and enough for 1 photon overcharge.
Oh, this Mothership Core being so late. Is Scarlett just straight up trying to punish directly the fact that the Mothership Core is so late? Oh, boy.
Yo, the photon overcharge is used. Neeb is going for Stargate, which means that he is not going to be able to use the Oracle to harass. He might have to use it to clean Lings up. Oh my god.
Well, photon overcharge is gone. Yep. The Adepts are really, really nicely positioned, and the Oracle is going to be able to do some nice damage to the Zerglings. Scarlett trying to do a nice job of at least forcing Neeb to micro to his heart's content, or his heart's ability, I should say. And then she's going to try and bust down the Stalker Wallen. It's going to work most likely. The Warping gets used over here on the low ground to try and protect the Adept, but I think that
this is like a life build.
Zerglings are going to be able to stream into the main base. Oh, no. Pylon Wallen.
Luckily for him, he got the Pylon there. But the fact is that Neeb has a huge worker lead, but he cannot mine from his natural. He's going to run out of energy soon.
Scarlett only has more Zerglings on the way, and that Pylon Wallen, it does get canceled. Adept tries to make it over there. It does make it in time. And what are these probes doing? These are suicidal probes.
There's a hole here. And now all of the Lings are going to get into the main. A big slip up out of Neeb. Oh, Fear Dragon. This could be the beginning of the end.
Oh boy, Oracle is out of energy. It cannot really fight. I mean, it has 38 energy. That's enough to take out a couple of these Zerglings, but definitely not enough to do the damage it needs to do the Zergling count. Adepts are cleaning up the Zerglings in the main base. There's a surprisingly high number of probes still alive, and is Neeb actually starting to hold this off?
He's starting to. The more Adepts he does have out, and the fact that the Oracle was able to at least help by that time, this would have looked a lot better had he not let the Lings get into the main, but it still looks pretty good.
Zerglings fighting directly against the Adepts. Scarlett finally going to back up and start going into drones. She still has 3 bases worth of larvae, I guess, to have been making all those units, but I guess more importantly, she has 3 bases that she can now try and saturate up and get up an economy for. The big scare is she still has to have a lot of these Zerglings alive. She's going for the continuous aggression. I guess it was just one round of drones, and then going back to the aggression.
And he's holding pretty well. He's lost so many workers. He's 16, by the way. And finally, Scarlett has taken the worker advantage. She has 3 hatcheries to work off of.
But Scarlett has to make more units now because she sacrificed all of her drones. She has only, not drones, Zerglings. And now Neeb is going to have this nice little Adept count that's building up. She has to deal with the Oracles that don't have a lot of energy right now, but I guess it's enough energy to kill off a Queen and maybe a Spore Crawler or a drone or 2. She has to be on the defensive.
Yep. This is pretty interesting because of how many Lings she actually made. 138 Lings have died this game, by the way. Just to put that out there, you know. So, Neeb has been so resilient, and he's ahead in supply. Scarlett did a big round of drones, and she needs to be able to get roaches out because pure Ling I don't think is going to be the answer here. Perhaps Banelings could work too as she's putting that down, but oh my.
Yeah, she's going to be losing a couple of these Zerglings already as the Adepts are making their presence known, along with a couple of sentries. Just get some force fields down to be able to escape from a desperate situation. But Spore Crawler, Bowen a little bit further in front, maybe to help out in case the Oracle joins in, or Heck, even just making sure that the Mothership Core can't get too close.
Yep. Is Neeb just gonna warp in a ton of adepts and just go for it? Because pure Ling is not the answer, but I would love to see if the Banelings are gonna make that big difference here. Because it's not something that you usually will see in this matchup. And people have kind of theorized. Yeah.
It's done though, there's no Banelings coming out right now. Scarlett isn't starting any of them. She definitely has some of the gas for it. Okay, here's 5 Banelings being started over here at the third expansion, or the natural expansion. Third expansion going to be under attack. Scarlett doesn't want to lose this.
Core? Oh, the Mothership Core's with the army, so this is a big counterattack coming out of Scarlett. And there are 3 adepts. The Oracle should be able to clean up these Lings eventually, but it depends how much damage they're going to be able to do themselves. And the third base of Scarlett is under fire.
Oh boy, where are the force fields? There it is, Neeb with some great force fields. What is this, Rainer party? Keeping the Banelings away from those sentries, man. He's doing a great job of it. Focus firing down the Banelings as well. And Scarlett in a lot of trouble. She's not trading too cost effectively here, and even then Mothership Core staying alive.
Yep. And the Queen's gonna go down. She can't mine here. She's down to 39 workers. Neeb. Oh, well, down goes the Mothership Core, but it does get the time warp out right in the nick of time, but is it really going to do anything?
Just slow down some of these retreating Zerglings, Tempo.
Well, I think this third is going to be forfeit, but...
I feel like Scarlett... I mean, there's not exactly a lot of force fields left over. There's 1 force field, maybe 2? No, I think there's going to be, 2 force fields.
She's waiting for, the Banelings to be done, but they are going to get force fielded out.
Well, I don't know. They're not exactly in the best position anymore. These Banelings can try and mark their way around. I don't even think that she needs to use the Banelings over here, but she does regardless. Adepts are going to get cleaned up, and Scarlett takes a 4th expansion.
Because why not, right?
I guess she scouts out the 3rd expansion being taken for Neeb, so she can probably assume that there's going to be a lot more aggression. But also, her hatchery was so low on health, and here's the Void Ray to finish it off. That's a really cute Void Ray to make.
It's just kind of the casual Overlord killer. And it even finishes off... Well, did the Nexus just die, or did the Void Ray finish it off? I didn't see that.
Nexus?
Or rather, the hatchery.
Oh, the hatchery? Yeah, the Void Ray just finished
Nexus,
off. The Void Ray just finished off that hatchery.
Okie dokie.
Zergling's moving around, though, and get a cancel on the 3rd expansion of Neeb. This is the reason why a lot of pro players don't like this map again. It's about those 3rd expansions being so annoying and difficult to defend, even with the rocks. The Zerglings can easily dart in over there, and if they knock down those rocks, it makes it even harder. But Neeb has to position his entire army a little bit more forward front into like the wide open area, not into that tucked in corner where his Nexus and his buildings are going to be protecting his units from a big surround.
Yeah. You know, taking out that 3rd is probably gonna be the lifeline here for Scarlett. If she did not take that 3rd out from Neeb and he starts mining here as she just lost her own 3rd and then is trying to like make up for it with that other base on the right side, she probably would fall way too far behind and never be able to keep up.
Yeah.
So luckily for that, Ling run by. Not only do they wish, they wish you were drones, of course, because you want more drones, but utilizing those units at least to be able to do something is pretty good.
All right, well, we have Overlord speed coming out, and not a lot of other tech from Scarlett. She doesn't even have a lair started. Tempo, I mean, this has obviously been a weird game, but we're almost at the 12-minute mark, and there's still no lair.
She's making 15 Banelings, and I don't even know where. She might be going for an Overlord drop here. Oh, yeah.
Overlord drop with Zerglings?
She has speed. With Banelings.
Nope, she's unloading those Zerglings. No no Zerglings allowed in this.
No Zerglings allowed. You didn't get your green backpack yet. You can't come.
But Neeb at the same time is going across the map.
This is gonna be so sick.
This is gonna be scary. Blink is already finished though, so Neeb can escape from this pretty easily. The sentries may end up going down, but I think that Neeb should have the tools he needs to escape from this. He's gonna realize Overlords would look very, very different than regular Overlords.
Yeah, they do. The creep though, giving the vision. There's no Mothership Core here, by the way. Fear Dragon. Here comes the big surround.
Oh, I don't think Neeb realizes Banelings being dropped. He doesn't blink out.
Are you kidding me? Scarlett is gonna bust on through, completely Shrek this army, and that couldn't have gone better. I don't know what else to say, man.
Okay, well, the only thing that's going to be a little bit unfortunate is, oh, the queens! They target fire down the Void Ray. The Void Ray can't actually run. The queens can follow it, maybe. No, okay, it looks like Overlord's not going to pick him up.
Scarlett needs to get a layer up or realize that Neeb is going to be going for DTs. He does have the Dark Shrine done, but he did not warp in any DTs yet.
She had some Spore Crawlers. Where are the Spore Crawlers? All right, she has some Spore Crawler at...
Main or not.
Her main, yeah.
The DTs are going to screw her so hard here.
So they're going to be able to kill off at least this 4th expansion that she, or I guess the 3rd expansion that she ends up retaking. I don't even know what to call it. And Banelings can actually deal with the DTs by indirectly trying to blow up on them. But the Banelings can focus fire down by these oracles. DTs on the other side of the map, going to be able to take out that hatchery. But Scarlett comes in with a lot of units. I just don't think it's going to be enough.
She doesn't have detection, and she probably could have gone for the probe line here with those Baneling drops, but that was just not a very effective push out of Scarlett. She does get to the 3rd, though. That's good.
Oh, God, but her natural expansion and her 4th expansion end up falling. She's got to do a lot of damage over here at the 3rd to equalize.
Does she have a Spore Crawler here, though? Okay, she does have a Spore Crawler on the right side. These Lings are going ham right now. They have +1 upgrade on their melee. Neeb is only down to 28 workers, and as soon as the lair is finished, we're finally going to have detection. Oh, my God. This game, this series, I don't even know what to say right now. Except for, I'm really happy that we stayed up to do all this.
Yeah, man. Oh, this DT in the main base going to be going after the queen. After the queen, is probably going to be going after the Spore Crawler. And Scarlett, I guess does she have the Overseer? No, she's still not making it. There are 2 Overseers being made right now, but losing so many of those bases. And retaking her natural, I guess I kind of understand, but at the same time, I'd really like to have seen it just retake the 4th. Like the basic in 9.
Right? It's just like, sometimes you want to get it for the gas, I guess, but you might as well at least take that other one, right? Yeah. It's always annoying, though, because it is that close to the Protoss, or even if it's a Terran. Oh. But of course, with the new map, it's better.
This is such a cute creep cleanup crew. It's not, I've seen like DT Observer. I have not seen DT Observer Warp Prism, where the Zergons will come in and try and get us around, and the Warp Prism just picks up the DT.
Wow. This game, though, Scarlett is down by about 13 supply, but she equalized on the economy at least, was able to take out so many of the probes during that attack, and she's getting +2 on her melee, so they're going to do pretty well against all of this stuff except for the Archons.
I don't know, Tempo. If Neeb decides to go for an attack, I feel like, yes, she did some good damage, but a lot of the reason why she's even at a normal-ish worker count is because she is completely cut actually any units whatsoever. I think she has 37 Zerglings, I guess, out now, and she's starting to pump up that Zergling count again, but she's going to be up against Archons. It's going to be +3 weapons. Archons. Oh my God. These guys do 47 damage. These guys one-shot the Zerglings.
Yeah, and they do splash damage as well, do they not? So,
yeah.
This could be pretty brutal here. I don't think...
Never give up.
Never give up.
Never surrender.
Never surrender. So I honestly don't think Mastling is the answer for it, but Banelings, hey. I mean, anything is possible, Fear Dragon.
It definitely is, man. I really thought that Scarlett was going to struggle quite a bit with that last engagement, but she made it work, and Neeb was not anticipating the Baneling drops, and she kind of brought herself back into the game in a really big way. Those upgrades, I feel like, are going to be causing a lot of problems, and even these Oracles causing some problems.
Yeah, they're trying their best to get a few drone kills here and there, and 21 Banelings, because why not? I not even going for Baneling speed, though, so it's all about the drops.
Yeah, I also like how she's not going for Carapace upgrades or anything. No, that's what a normal Zerg player would do. Scarlett's saying, I'm just going to try and make my Banelings do as much damage as possible.
Man, I think this is awesome because of the fact is, usually it's really bad to go, straight up Ling versus Archons and whatnot, and the fact that Archons, of course, have big bodies, the splash damage is not really as effective against them, but if they snipe the Overlords out of the sky too with that +3 upgrade, whew, that's just gonna be even sadder.
I mean, these are Blink Stalkers. They can also just blink out of the way, and yeah, the sentries may be a bit vulnerable, but yeah, you throw down your force fields early on, you keep out some of those Zerglings and Banelings, and you just kite yourself back while you take out these Overlords. Scarlett is losing all of her Banelings.
Yep, and that is just not enough Zerg here. Neeb is gonna push on forward, never surrender. The big warping though, he runs into it, I think, just because.
Yeah.
And the G to the G. Yeah, Dragon. We're going to game number 3.
Neeb.
Wow.
Tying it up.
Mm-hmm.
We're starting to see a bit of that literal god tasteless. Oh god. There's my conversations with Neeb. I'm so not used to having Skype instead of Zoom, man. I've been taking advantage of Zoom where I can just have Skype as a totally separate thing. I was not
But unfortunately, it's yeah. What did we switch again? Was it the sound? I can't remember.
Yeah, because I think you were just like super duper quiet.
Oh, that was
you were like cutting out.
Something was weird.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the deal was, man.
Yeah, we didn't want to have you guys deal with that, especially since I want to give a huge shout out. I'm amazed how many people are watching this right now. A lot of people, I think, showing up to support Scarlett as well as Neeb and checking out these awesome NA players. But we got close to 4,800 people. All right.
Okay, I didn't miss it. I always think that I'm gonna look back and then you guys are gonna be in the game, and I'm like,
yeah,
ah.
I feel you on that. Okay, game number 3. Here's my guess. We went to freaking like Sensor Protocol. We went to Lair La Crest. Game number 3 has to be Prion Terraces, right? It's the only logical explanation.
I mean, definitely.
No, it's Orbital
It does look
Shipyard.
like Orbital Shipyard. Okay.
Oh
okay.
man, I thought we were getting ready to see like the weirdest ZVP. Like, how did this happen? A series of maps possible.
I mean, Scarlett is quite the troll sometimes, so I wouldn't be surprised if it were to be like that. But, this is great.
We're hopping into it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you guys in the ace match. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are spawning over here in the ace match. Down here in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, the yellow Protoss player. Represent Team On Fire. Give it up for Neeb.
And on the other side, oh boy. All right. This is going to be fun, but it is going to be our Acer Zerg player from Canada. Raise your kappas for Scarlett.
God, Scarlett jumping into Twitch chat, I guess, between games. Alright, so we got Natural Expansion being taken over here for Scarlett. Natural Expansion to be taken over here for Neeb. Proxy
What? Proxy Hatchery. And?
Oh, Neeb is not going to scout that.
Nope. This one, I think, is actually going, or at least, excuse me, get up without any real knowing here from Neeb, knowledge of it, rather. I don't think he's going to be able to find it that quickly. He'll obviously see that there's no hatchery, but he has to find the proxy. Like, is it in my main?
He's not going to notice until the creep spread starts encroaching into the vision range of that gateway. Actually, well, he may scout down there after he scouts in the main base of Scarlett and sees, wait a second, where's your... Oh my god, what are these drones doing?
They're gonna go make spine crawlers over at the other side of the map, but I think the probe saw it. So
I'm pretty sure the probe saw it. Okay, Cybernetic score going down a little bit further back behind. I don't know if Neeb saw it. Tempo. I'm not sure that Neeb saw it.
He's not reacting.
I'm not seeing any reaction on Neeb. Creep is starting to show up.
He went double gate though. He did go double gate, which is something to note.
Hey.
Does he see it? Where's his vision? Where's Neeb's vision, like his camera? Yeah, he sees it.
Where is your hatch? Wait a second. Does he actually not know where the hatch is, or does he? Gold. Oh well.
Hey, what's up?
There's no mothership core on the way, Tempo. The stalkers are only just now starting up. These Zerglings are going to go uncontested, minus the probes. The spine crawlers are also going to be causing problems because they're going to be in range to take out these gateways.
This is insane. The gateways are at the wall, so yeah, that's pretty much all of Neeb's production here. And
oh my god.
As soon as he loses that, what does he actually have?
The Queen's target firing down the pylon. The Stalker's going to be able to get out, but what is going to come out after that?
Nothing. And the spine crawler's going to get into position here. Oh, wait, what? Kill the pylon.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
That is insane. The spine crawlers are going.
Okay, Mothership Core is out. It's going to be able to eventually photon overcharge one of these spine crawlers. There's only one queen on this side of the map, but second queen is coming out. Third queen is already queued up. Photon overcharge is going to be able to take out one of the pylons, maybe? No, not quite able to. Or sorry, the spine crawlers.
Well, that's the only photon overcharge that Neeb has. He has to wait. Oh my god, this is insane. Scarlett is potentially gonna take out the mothership core.
Oh god, Warpgate Technology is also obviously not researching because the Cyber Next core is not powered. Spine core is burrowing straight in front of Neeb's face. Is this it?
What?
Is this how
This
Scarlett
could be.
moves on to game number?
Oh, snap! GG!
Oh,
That just
my God.
happened. That just happened. What a... That game, or that series, once again.
Scarlett
Like, we
just
saw
brought
the,
back. She just brought back the proxy hashes
She brought back the proxy hat. Yo, she's making it sexy again.
in 2 matchups.
Wow.
They were already a thing in ZVZ, man. Not like taking your opponent's natural. That's not a thing in ZVZ.
I was gonna say, I was like,
But
wait,
just,
what?
But taking like the far off golds and everything. Oh my god. I'm watching the Twitch chat right now.
Build.
All these kappas spamming out in the chat. It's almost like we have a lot of viewers, maybe from Nathanius.
I raise the kappas.
Raise your kappas.
I just realized that I said raise their kappas for Scarlett, and then everyone went crazy.
Oh
my
my
bad.
god.
Well, not my bad. Sorry, not sorry. Never.
Well,
Never
ladies
that.
and gentlemen, our qualifying match is going to be Scarlett versus State. We're going to be checking that out in a little bit as they get those vetoes done. We're hopping to a short break. We'll see you guys in a little bit.